And hello and welcome, true art believers. This is Pearson here. It's an early morning. It's a very early morning. I am about ready to start drawing today. First, let's have let's have the you know typical morning toast or the morning sip of coffee to begin the day. Ooh, that's hot. All right. So got my stylus here, got the program open. As you can see, I think it's time to begin, shall we? All right, let's begin here. So as I said, so as I was saying from last drawing session, I think what I was going to do is just kind of play around with the got to my marinara timer on, play around with the oh, just these skin pores for like a few. You know, nothing too fancy. So I'm playing on the skin pores. I'm gonna move the woman's hair and the first I gotta do a few things, which is aka take the woman's hair and move it up in the layers. So that's the hot on top. Now I'm going to the dude and we'll work on the skin pores of the dude here. Maybe I think I did a pretty good job with his pores. But I think the scattered freckles seems to work pretty well. So I want to try something before I begin. This is let's do a little test here and see if I can maybe do a little scattered freckles or a little bit of a using a little bit of the highlight here to kind of create this halation effect on the skin. Just subtle things, see what happens. You never know what's going to happen when you do things like that. Oh, it's doing it again. It's doing its whole I'm not going to obey you thing. So I'm just, let's see. Just playing around. I don't really have any like intentions for them, but I'm just trying to see what these effects can kind of do for me. Just ever so subtly, just a little here, a little hint there, a little skin tone there. Just enough to make it kind of appear. And after practicing with it yesterday, and I think that yeah, practicing with it yesterday really helped, because I was really just kind of playing around with it, and I was also quite tired. So like after it was near the end of the drawing session, so after that I was just pretty beat from the whole entire process of painting, essentially. So it's like I was just tired and wanted to call it a day. And so that's what I did. Where's my there it is, my special brush. There I go. So if you look real close, I did a little pour thing. It kind of looks nice when you kind of shrink it down. And use it for just little like scattering or jittering. Just like subtle jittering effects, I guess. Like pour jitter. I don't know, you would call it. Yeah, I think so I'm doing this all over again to kind of just get a feel for it. Just the textures again. Now I'm gonna go to like the let's turn this guy on. I'm gonna go to the multiply layer. So what I did was I doubled it. I just wanted to see what that would look like. If I made it just, if I did, just gotta play around with it again. I think it was fine as multiply. I kind of liked it as another layer on certain areas. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to get the soft eraser that I have here and see if I can kind of remove some of the a little bit powerful areas that are kind of coming up. You know, there's some stuff that's kind of nice, albeit a little bit too powerful. Yeah. So I kind of like it like that. So maybe let's try the go back on the bottom skin pore and then do the scattered freckles, then the skin test. I like to do that darken thing. Something like some of that a little bit. I can take that eraser. So just trying to play around and see what I can get that feels interesting. You know. So something that kind of feels like natural skin, like um, complexion, like jitter. I don't know what you would call it, but makes it. It gives it the impression of like, hey, this is we have some skin that's kind of it's it's uh it's it's not perfect. It's got, you know, you got pores, you got some blemishes every once in a while, you know. And that's okay, right? So that's what I'm trying to do here. Just try to give that blemish effect. I'm just going to work on it for 25 minutes a piece in each character. And kind of be try to be try to be reserved with it, but but also try to push it a little bit. You know, this don't. What if I were to? So there we go. Maybe a little bit up here. Oops. Just gonna go back and find a tone that was working. It's like a dark brown. And just keep going. Using this soft like brush to kind of just ever so subtly pull out some of those colors, those marks, those marks that I'm making. You know, just a little bit. And I think it kind of works. It doesn't, I don't think it like makes it much worse, you know? Adds that nice little skin variation, which is looks pretty good, looks interesting. Right. And I think it's pretty good. I think things are pretty. It looks pretty good. What if you we're just gonna do something like this. That's kind of cool. And then we'll just take the eraser and kind of remove it, or remove most of it. Yeah, and I don't know how much time we have left. 7 minutes on playing around with blemishes, playing around with not, you know, like I guess blemishes. That's what I'm working with. Yeah, you could add that little sort of little skin pore effects here. If you can see it, I don't really know if you can. Yeah, it's one of those things that you just you can really kind of play around and only articulate certain things on it or emphasize certain things, which I think is interesting. Kind of create that illusion of like pores, I guess. The scattering effect of light on top of like certain areas, which is kind of interesting to see happen. Yeah, just kind of using the pores to create a scattering of light a little bit more. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. I don't know where I'm at. I okay. I do know where I am at, but like I'm trying to figure out what layer I'm on, and what have I done last. I'm just gonna. Okay. We'll just kind of stay right there. I think I want to remove those pores, but I kind of don't, you know? And that's why I was kind of teetering around as far as mm, I am so tired. It's just starting to hit me. Like I woke up and just starting to realize I'm tired. This is real. This is a real tired situation. Oh boy, I want the coffee to kick in real quick. You ever want that to happen? You're like, kick in coffee. Kick in now. Please, I need you coffee. Kick in. And why haven't you kicked in yet? You know? You should be kicking in right about now. And go. You know? And go. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I think I can get away with the guy a little bit more because he doesn't wear makeup. Now, the girl, the female, the woman, not so much. She's just gonna have to be. She's gonna have to be just kind of. Mhm. She's gonna have to be a little bit less. And so I think I'm done with the guy as far as the main areas. Then now, as I said, I'm gonna probably make another thing, another group called Final Hair and Beard. Final hair, beard, eyebrows. So it's on the tippy top. So we're almost there, right? Almost there. And we're just going to get there in a second. But first, let's move this layer out of the way. And then we're going to do the pores on the lady, on the woman, and get her kind of all squared away. Yeah, don't do that. Hate it when it does that. Well, it's about done. It is getting there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the background. I might just do a little bit here and there, but not like a lot. We'll see what happens. I It might be a simple little background. We'll see what I did on the top that needs to be kind of removed because I typically, God, I make these mistakes. I make so many mistakes all the time. I cover up. Oh no, oh no, don't do it. My contact's coming on my fit, coming off. Oh, there we go. So let's kind of get some coffee in. A little coffee in ya. Let's put a little coffee and then stretch my arms out. Got 2 minutes technically until my next phase, and then we're just gonna do ever so subtle things. Just we're gonna add the eyebrows, which I don't know. I'm trying to think about how that's gonna work. Am I gonna do singular eyebrows? I need to do some research on how to do eyebrows, but there's I've seen some, and I understand it. Look, I understand it in like theory and like concept, but applying it is a little bit different, you know. And I don't necessarily want to make a super detailed like set of eyebrows, so I'm gonna be fiddling with it, you know, just like usual, just kind of playing around and then seeing how things react, which is kind of, you know, typical. And I might even work on the earring a little bit. Like it's a little foggy, but is it worth the extra effort? Probably not. We'll see. So I got 40 seconds before I have to start back up. I'm actually going to take my breaks a little bit more seriously. A little bit more seriously this time. Take them serious. For real. Really calm today, even though I can feel myself slouching. I think I need to like adjust the screen, don't you think? Force myself to not slouch. Who knows? And have one more sip of coffee. And it's go time. As I said, time to work on the pores on the woman and the girl here. And I was thinking about this just now that maybe I can focus on like the small, subtle things on the chest and shoulders. Like these, putting like just the doing this like on the clavicle, and then just erasing the majority of it, just ever so subtly, just kind of erasing most of it. You know, I think what I need to start doing, telling my customers, I need to give them all like a heads up of where I'm at. I need to tell them, hey, you're here. I can do that again, so they know that I'm not like just like because I think they think I'm just like taking their money or something. Like I'm not taking their money, but maybe they think I'm not working on them. I don't know. I don't know what they think. But yeah, they're definitely not I don't know. Yeah, just subtle things. I wonder if I do another layer and then let's see, get another layer in there, and then like get that kind of green tone in there. It's like just for like a little interesting variety. Just a little bit of variety in the tone here. What if I do that and make this a little bit darker? So as I said, I'm just gonna basically work on the pour action for only like 25 minutes, just enough to kind of experiment a little bit, but not like destroy the drawing, you know? What if I do that? I know some of the people wouldn't like that, like to see that happen right there, right? The I don't like that. Well, you know, but I think it's helpful to kind of add that inconsistency with so it kind of feels a little bit more realistic, even though I'm not going for that, obviously. We all know that, right? Like we all know I'm not going for realistic. Kind of. Hopefully, I've established that. I think yeah, just playing around. Now, I think I want to do that cool pour action I did uh, around some of the light, you know, where I took the light and I kind of did that where it kind of creates the skin scattering effect that I feel feels like it's creating that halation around it. Creating the effect of the pores, I guess. Just subtle things, you know. And I'm learning a little bit along the way. So that's always good. And what if I do the green, right? And do like the scattering effect a little bit on the sides here. What would that look like, you know? Maybe a little bit on the purple. Just small little things, really, that I'm playing around with that I think are kind of nice, kind of show. Yeah, just subtle, using the skin pore effect kind of create that extra gradient, just a small extra gradient in certain areas. I think it's quite effective, or at least I think it is. I know some people be like, that's not good. Stop that. I'm like, no, let me do me. I'm trying to learn here and trying to play around with this and see where it kind of takes me, and you're messing me up. I like some of the stuff I did in that eye. Looks good. Good job, man. You did a good job. That's for sure. I think you did a good job. I don't know. You could have done a bad job. Bad job, Matt. Can't believe you've done that job. Bad job, man. Oh wow, I thought of this again. Like, oh, it's gonna be a long day as well. It's gonna be another long Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I'm not looking forward to that. I got a lot of work to do. I wonder if I'm gonna sneak in a nap. I wonder if I should sneak in a nap. You know, should I? Yeah. So I don't know. We're gonna see if I can sneak in a nap, maybe. But I don't know if I should. Did I deserve a nap? Do I deserve a nap? Is really the question, right? And I don't know. It depends if I get this done or not. If I finish this drawing, then maybe I might be like, I did a good job today. Let's treat yourself with a nap. All right, a little, just a little bit of a nap action, I guess. I wonder if I do something like this. We get like a glow, and then we get a. I'm always playing around with this stupid stuff. Would you? Whoa! Oh no! Stop zooming in again. You're like a glow, and then you. It feels like I add glitter. That's kind of cool. like I added a glitter effect. Perhaps that'd be something I do uh, when I am able to work on my own like portraits. Like I might be able to keep that might be something I can kind of keep right there. I don't know. It's a little much. Like once I go down that rabbit hole, and maybe just show a little bit of it, right? Little hint of the glow there, just for just for fun, right? But not too much, because if I go too much like that, boom. I mean, I like it like that. Someone might like that. I don't know. Again, it might be a little bit too much. Might need just to tone it down to kind of make it a little sparkle. And this is something I see a lot that's happening that a lot of people do is, or maybe this is me. I don't. Maybe I'm making this stuff up. I don't know. But I think that's some of the interesting effects that I see going on. It's like these cool like glowing effects. And maybe I don't need to be doing that. Like you can barely tell anyways, because it's so subtle. Now you can tell. But if I were to make it really show it, let's put it like at let's see what 30% looks like. 25%. Just small little things. And then let's take it out. Like even then, no one really, only like the keen eye is gonna notice that, right? No one's really gonna notice that like subtle thing there. It'd have to be like this, you know? Mm. That's just how I feel. That's just something I want to do. I don't know. Let's undo that and let's look it from afar. Oh gosh. So if I zoom out and have that glow at full, is it worth it? I'm just gonna put it 25, whatever. It's like it's so small. And I'm probably going to erase, we really can't see it on those. Yeah, let's put it 25% and say it's there. And as a subtle effect, oops, as a subtle little, not 250%, 25, enter. There you go. Just a subtle little effect. And I'm probably going to take the eraser and just erase some of it, a little bit around here. Revert back. And most of it right here. Yeah, just so subtle, you don't even notice it. But that's the stickler I am on like stupid, like really stupid effects. Like, hey, what if we do this thing ever so subtly that no one's gonna know but this guy? It's like, let's try it out. And like the reason why I did it is so I simply could know what's possible. Because I wanted to practice that. Because I think in the future when I do like my own portraits, I'm gonna do something like that, where I do a little bit of I play around with like that weird glowing effect, because I think that'd be pretty tight to do. That's just me. I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of do it. I think it'd be fun to do, but again, I spent majority of my time just doing that, just playing around with that. It's like now I don't have any time to mess with the pores, or much more with the pores, and I'm fine with that because I don't think I need. I don't want to. I don't think I want to do much more really. I just wanted to kind of add a few here, and maybe add a little bit of a subtle pores there. Yeah, just stuff you really can't see anyways. I like to do stupid micro stuff like that. Like half of these pores you can't see, you know? But they're there, and I think the fact that I put them there means something to me, I guess. I don't know. So I only have like 3 minutes left. I'm starting to notice some mistakes, and now that's bugging me, but I'm not going to do anything about it because it's too late. I'm not going to keep changing stuff because I start noticing things that I did or mistakes. I can't do that. Just can't. I got to keep, it's got to, I got to have like, an end with the drawing. It's got to just end sometime, you know? It's got to say, hey, this is over. We're done, right? It's got to move on, you know? There's got to be a moment when you just say, hey, let's get out. This has got to be done with sometime. Like now. So I think I'm done playing with pores and such. I learned a little bit, played around with that glow. Let's save it real quick. I'm gonna close this layer, close it down, and then we're just gonna move on like before. Yeah. How you doing? Oh, you're on Twitch? I've got a Twitch watcher. You could be my first follower. Oh man, that'd be fun. Right. Okay, 4-minute break, but really it's gonna be like 4-minute setup. So I'm gonna basically not close these layers, but lock them. And now I'm gonna go and set up the hair, add some layers there. So maybe like this one's gonna be the guy, rename layer, guy hair. This one be like, rename it like girl hair and girl hair and eyebrows, and this one be like a thing on earring if I get to it. And then shoot, do I want to? Don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's take this layer of the guy's beard, move it up here, move it right here or something. And then we're just gonna have to contemplate what we want to do, I don't know. Let's look at some brushes real quick and see if that might help with the decision process. Before I go, I think oh gosh, early mornings. It's so early. So flippin' early. I'm just going to look through some brushes here. Unfortunately, you can't see them. I really think that what the brush that I need to be using would be this is the best brushes. The chain brush. That's what we need. Chain brush. That's gonna be how we do the beard. So we just do a little bit here, a little bit there. The green chain brush. I think it's a chain. Okay. Oh, it's a day. How about this? Would this be a cool brush? Wow. And we're done. That is it. We're done with the drawing. Just leave it like that. Come back to it. No. What about that? Whoa. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it, from afar? Or we can't do that either. Okay. I need to go. What is this weather flame? Zoom. That looks like lightning bolts, I guess. I think this is a open flame. Oh, it's supposed to be like create that flame effect. Where's the hair? I don't think I have it. I think I already have it out there. What about this one? So if I were to kind of do something like that, I think that I made that one myself. If you go down here and I might be able to use that brush. because we're on the guy hair and eyebrows. So you can take something like this and then go really small, I guess. Work on some highlights, I guess, on some of it. Yeah, I might use that brush. Yeah, I'm going to use that brush for now. A little bit of highlight stuff. Just add a little bit of texture, I guess. Again, I don't know how much I want to do. Just got to play around with it. And I'm just going to mess with the beard ever so subtly with a different type of texture brush. Again, you're not going to notice these small changes, but they're there, so that's all that matters, right? Maybe. Just kind of add a little bit more variety. So I'm using a little bit of gray for the hair here. Because it's kind of like brushy, I guess. Adds a little bit more variety with the hair tone. Like, even though you're not seeing that, I just want to add those tones there for, I think it's a good thing. And maybe, what if I were to add some of the, hypersaturate some of that purple from the below, kind of put that there for fun. Make the beard a little bit more colorful, I guess. Add a little bit more variety. Just to change it up some. And I might even use this brush for like the hair or the eyebrows, because it's I think it might be abstract enough to kind of work with. And I don't think I've used it like that before, but I might like it. You know, I might want to use it that way. So I'm just going through and just moving along the surface and adding small things that I see. Just make it a little bit more inconsistent, I guess, around certain areas. Yeah, small things. My eyes feel kind of heavy. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for fun. Now, let's do something like this. Let's get that stranded hair in there, and well, let's go. Apparently, the tone that I use here is we're gonna use pink. It's gonna apparently the natural tone of this like black is kind of like just a really dark pink. So we're just gonna embrace that tone here and use that as the part of the hair highlights. Make that a colorful beard, I guess. I know that everyone would disagree and don't want to do that. They would just like they'd go to the white hair. But ooh, he's got a pink beard. It's a little bit small little things here. Then we can just always you know tone it down a bit if you want. It doesn't matter. None of this really matters. I don't think any of this like any of these changes what I'm doing is like gonna make or break my drawing. I'm not like, oh my gosh, you used pink as a strand for the strand of hair on the beard. Yeah, whatever. What are you gonna do? Can't someone do? It's my drawing. I can do what I want. I can give the guy googly eyes if I want. You know. So I'm just doing this to kind of play, just to add a little bit of beard variety. And the thing about like doing these like strands of hair is you really can't. You can go over the top, but generally it's pretty hard. From my experience of like, unless I'm doing this right, that'd be too much. I will need to express all those lines. But a little bit here, a little bit there, kind of goes a long way, you know. And I think I need to look at the time and see if I have time for the yeah, let's work on the eyebrows real quick, and then we might jump back to the little hair follicles, but like we want to get at least the eyebrows in. Right, we want to have that eyebrow action in place so that we yeah, just want to have it in there. Just got to have it in there. So again, what we'll do is we'll just do a little test swab here. Like, notice that's like purple. Jeez. So we're just gonna darken it up, like whatever that tone is. We're darken it up and use that hair brush that I was using earlier. Maybe enlarge it some. And what I might do with it is probably needs to be dark. Is kind of blur it or smudge it. I don't know. Since this is like a what would you call it? A a photo that has it's not a zoom up of all the eyebrows. I don't know how necessary it is to really express them. You know, if that makes any sense. So maybe it's just got to be like some subtle, kind of give it some texture, might be the way to go about it. Just some texture there. Pardon me. Really is what I'm looking for. Although it's looking like it's, yeah, that might be what I mean, what I need to be doing. I don't know. I might do a little bit of texture and then some blurring effects. I don't know. I've briefly like gleaned over or glossed over how people do some eyebrows, and it's interesting to see how they do the eyebrows. Now, it's all just kind of playing around with the texture. I don't think I need to do a lot per se. I think partially because it's such a minuscule amount. So let's try this. Let's take this blur tool and then make it really weak, like 5, like a 5, as opposed to its normal 20. There you go. And then we'll just so that kind of, I don't know, maybe it blurs too much. That's still pretty blurry. Let's do like a 2. See what happens with that. I'm gonna go back. So I'm just backing up my actions and seeing those brush strokes. There we go. We're not gonna go blur it up and see what happens at 2. I think blurring it at 2 is probably just, I think that's good. It's very subtle. All right. Now we have just ever so subtle, like just tones. Now I just got to decide how much do I want to keep doing that, playing around with it. I think I should to some extent. 11 minutes. Let's jump into I'm going to add another layer just because I just in case I want to remove some of it. I'm going to jump into some of the strands of like eyebrow hair just for just a few, you know. See where that takes me, you know. just like small little. Again, it's hard to go overboard, but you want to be a little bit kind of meticulous or sensitive to the eyebrows here, or at least that's just my impression of how from what I know. I'm not trying to express every hair in there, although it doesn't look that good, but it's better than nothing. Now we're going to do the same to the other side. Kind of. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. Now, let's do some of the darker hairs just to kind of, just to, because I think there needs to be some. I think you can get away with a little bit more on them where it's kind of like hatching as opposed to actual eyebrows. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of research on how to do some eyebrows or like some like techniques because there's some really interesting stuff that I've seen that I just gleaned over. I really didn't read too much into it because I didn't have time to kind of digest. So I understand it in like just a little bit and like the little basics, which is where I'm getting this from. But like there's so much more to it than what I'm doing. You know, I'm like skipping over steps here. What if I were to just take a really and then I'm just adding the super highlights, the ultra highlights. That's what I'm going to be working on now. Just some of the brighter areas. Oh no, let's go back down here. I'm getting away. Let's put a little bit highlight here, a little hair, little random hair coming out right here. How about right there? Right there. Why not? No, too long. There we go. That's a little bit better. Then how about some right there? Here. Just a little rando hair. Okay, moving back up. I think what I need is some really, really dark strands. Let's flip it this way. I think I'll have a little bit more success with the dark strands on the side. Given I have 5 minutes left, yeah. 5 minutes. Uh, hmm, that. So I like to time myself. If you're like watching me, I like to time myself so I can kind of kind of let's see what's the best way to explain this, so that I can, if I need to, I kind of know when I need to move on. Because there'll be days where you'll be working on these and you're working on the same spot forever and ever, and just like it's not getting anywhere. So you gotta kind of you have to. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even pressing anything. I think it has to do with my palm on the tablet or something. So that way I can kind of know when I need to move on. So that right now, the I have like 5 minutes to work on this, and then I'm gonna move on to the lady's hair, which I don't think I'm gonna have to do much, and try to use somewhat of what I did with the eyebrows on the guy here. Let's see if it works out, but we don't know. It's still rather new with this whole eyebrow action stuff. My headphones is dead. That's no fun. Or not. They're not. It's not dead. It decided to not keep playing what I was playing, because it decided to say, hey, listen, you don't have Wi-Fi now for some odd reason. We don't know why. You just don't. You don't have Wi-Fi anymore. It's gone. You didn't pay us enough or something. Like, what do you mean? Did it pay you enough? It's the monthly fee now is $5,000 a week. You said monthly. Oh, we just changed that on the whim too. It's $5,000 a week. So until you can pay that, you're not going to get any internet. What? Seems a little unfair. No, it's practically fair. It's super fair. It's the fairest. We don't know how to be any more fair. Actually, that's how fair it is. So I hope you enjoy your static. Yeah, and we're back. They just took the music's back playing, which means they just took out my $5,000. So I probably got to stop live streaming now because I can't afford it. Sell my car just so I could do this. Anyways, awesome sauce. My eyes are tired. You ever have that? Just tired. I'm like, I would I have students that I teach. Uh, kind of okay. From time to time, I have really good nuggets of advice. You're not gonna have many teachers say that they're bad, but I'm certainly not the greatest. I'm not the worst, but I'm not the greatest. But I'll ask them how they're doing, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so tired." I'm like, "Dude, I'm perpetually tired," and they think I'm like just jogging. I'm like, "Listen, I'm up longer than you. You are up all day. I don't talk about that though, but definitely, I'm always tired. Many a day, many a night. And that is it for this guy. I think I learned a little bit, and I think the beard's good-ish, good-ish. So that's what the timer. I'm moving the eyebrows. That's all the stupid stuff. That's all. That's it. There's the eyebrows. Okay, that's the last mark. That last mark eyebrow there. Now let's. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna get the earring. I don't know if I want to work on it. I think it's. We'll see. Maybe maybe what I'll do is this during this break I'll spend the time working on the earring. Because it really does. I just want to do a few things with it. So I'll go to the earring layer and then I'll work on the. Why do I keep doing that? And we move that layer there. And now we go to the earring layer. And all I really want to do is kind of maybe do something like the soft glow. Take this tone here and then take the airbrush and just kind of make these a little bit more vivid, just a little highlights to kind of make them like whoa pop out. But I don't really I think keeping it blurry is probably a good thing to kind of do. Like I don't really need to define it. It's a small thing, and I think it kind of being actually this blurry is actually really cool, you know. I know I want to do that, and then I know I want to okay, that's done. Just want to get that strand of hair kind of use the don't do that. God, especially when it does that every time when I'm in a brush stroke, you know? There you go. And the brush strokes are so small, you don't know. All right, we're just gonna do some, just some silly stuff like that, where it's just kind of painterly. Nothing too fancy, just I just wanted to yeah, I just wanted to do a little bit here. And then maybe we try a strand of hair and just do like a real tiny strand of hair here. again, I don't know. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. It's more expressive than anything. And I already don't like it, so that's why I don't want to spend more time on it. I should have been looking at the actual photo a little bit more. Instead of kind of making it up. Or maybe that's what I need to do. Just kind of make it up. I don't know. It's like a secondary element anyways, so it doesn't need to be anything fancy. Although I'm just kind of, I'm in a positive feedback loop. All right, we'll leave it like that for now. Again, it was simply just something that I wanted to kind of at least moderately work on and start, and so that's why yeah, that's why it's there. That's why I worked on it. So I don't even know. Like, I think I like the already abstractness of her hair because I think I did just enough to kind of be like, you know? And part of me is like, let's just keep it like that. The other part is like, maybe I just do a few things here and there that I don't know. I don't even know if any of it's necessary anymore because like it's just it's abstracted enough that I kind of like it. What if I were to just do a little bit of some like subtle highlights, I guess. I don't know. Because I don't want to go overboard. Because if you look at the photo, I mean, it's her hair is in like straight darkness. There's really not anything I do is going to be purely aesthetic, like just for fun. And you see the hair, it's hard to tell like what I'm looking at, you know? Like am I looking at a like how's the hair model? Like I kind of guess that this is what the hair looks like, right? But I don't really know. It's so to me it's so like I can't explain it. I'm not the best at drawing hair anyways, but making it up out of darkness like this is kind of challenging for me. And you're just trying to like guess. I thought this was like the hairstyle she had in this image, like this kind of weird curly hair that was kind of wrapped, maybe. At least that's what I felt that was happening. And so it's hard to work with that when you don't know what's happening in the background, right? With the hair itself, you're stuck just kind of guessing. I think this is the hairbrush I made myself. Yeah, I made this brush. Not, I think it was like, it's my first and only brush I made so far. Yeah, I just kind of, I did it because I needed the hairbrush that, the hairstyle, like the hairbrushes that this Sketchbook Pro provided were good, but they didn't have that, they didn't taper. They were just like the same weight. Whoa, it's doing it again. They didn't taper, it was the same weight, and I'm like, what is going on here, you know? So I had to make my own brush that had that kind of did the taper for me. You know? So again, I don't really know what I should be doing right now. I'm just kind of I'm just gonna play around with it, and if it turns out, I'm okay. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna be too upset because I don't think there needs to be anything I'm doing now is kind of just like extra. I don't think it needs much. As a matter of fact, if I give it too much, I could ruin it. So I don't want to do any. Ow. I don't want to be like adding all these random things just because. Yeah, as I said, it's not bad as is. There can always be a little bit here and there, like just subtle things that I think could make it a little bit better, but I don't know. So like right here, I'm kind of highlighting it a little bit, highlighting this area because it seems to be a little bit brighter. Kind of trying to highlight it. Like right here, it could be a little brighter too. But you know, if you look at this little hair right here, you can't see it. So what do? Make it up. And that's the things that I think people that are hiring you to do commissions don't know, like the actual difficulty of making up stuff like that. I guess you'd have to like, listen, I need you to send me more photos of your like what your hairstyle generally looks like, so I can kind of know. Or what was your hair when you had, like, do you have other photos of yourself during that day or a week? You know, something I can go by. Yeah. There's almost too much color variety in the hair, in my opinion. But maybe what I can do is to kind of make it a little bit more unique is get like that dark hair and just make a little strand come out a little bit, right? For like variety. You know, break out the seams. Just a little like subtle, because you know your hair is not perfectly in place. Everyone. So maybe that's what I need to do, is to kind of create the illusion that there's a actual hair here or something. I don't know. Just something to make it feel more natural, more real. Maybe just adding little bitty strands of hair. So you gotta kind of get the flow though. So maybe just small little like strands. I know that like around the side of the cheek, sometimes if you have a lot of hair, uh, it's hard to, it kind of gets a little like messy around there. So I'm gonna try to add a little bit more like spontaneity. So that seems to be working. Just those small little bitty pieces of hair there. Maybe some more here. What I'm doing is I'm not even having it. I'm just making like little arcing motions right above, like to kind of imitate like the. Sometimes you see just a fragment of the hair, but the rest is kind of invisible because it's covered in light or covered in something. I don't know. Maybe that's what I gotta do. So do stuff like that. Just the small, simple things. I don't know if I can keep doing it for 11 minutes though. I might just say, hey, oh, totally forgot. Eyebrows. I do eyebrows. Oh, so that's why I need. That's what I was forgetting. Jeez, I was just thinking about the hair. All right, we gotta go to the eyebrows now. Let's do eyebrows. Let's get those eyebrows in. Yeah, we can. That's what we need to be. Oh gosh, why does it happen all the time? I just hate that. Stop. So I moved the hair again. Looks like I expanded it. This is the problem with this whole hair thing. I don't know. They're so fine. I don't remember my last. Hair back down. Moved. Okay. I'm just going to assume that that's the last thing that I did. And we're going to select this layer like I usually do, and we're going to move it. Boom. Then we're going to scroll right here. Now we're going to go to the girl hair section, which is also the eyebrow section. And I want to zoom in. And we're going to do the same type of method that we did last time, which is to get that kind of base hair or base tone down. With this hairbrush I made. You know, it's it'll probably be better. Like in the future, I'm gonna have to actually do a few like studies on how on some kind of tips and tricks on the eyebrows, because that would, I think that would help me quite a bit. You know, instead of me kind of just making it up as I go. Like this seems like the perfect thing to do. I think this is what I need to be doing when I draw the eyebrows. Are you sure? It's like the only thing I know. I am very sure. So it looks like I am going to finish this today. I better. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the. Oh yeah, it's 6:27. I got until 8. I'm thinking I'm not going to spend a major amount of time on the background. I'm just gonna. It's going to be just a very simple background. I don't want to do that fancy stuff. I think I spent enough time on it as is. And not everyone likes those weird backgrounds. So I'm going to try to keep it simple. I think what I did is I did the soft blur at like 2. So it's still at that 2 setting. So I have the blur tool at the 2 setting. And I think that kind of helps to soften up that area again. And maybe go a little bit smaller with this brush. And do the same thing over a little bit more. We'll do the same. I think I'm doing a different strategy, but it's just like the same premise. Just a little bit more. So I'm already kind of adapting and changing the execution, which means I'm basically trying to think of trying to make it a little bit better, or what I think is the next step in improving the the process. blurred again. And I'll go back to the brush and then shrink it down even more. And we're gonna I don't know. The eyebrows look a little green. I might want to try something a little bit different. I might want to do the blending tool on this area right here. I don't really like that. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to spend some time looking at a few ways on how to draw eyebrows, um, kind of making them up, because I think that's going to help for future portrait drawing, because there's some really neat techniques, and I'm not going to stop my drawing just to look them up, because that's not how I roll. You know, I just don't roll that way. Probably should, but nothing better than to kind of make some mistakes every once in a while. You know, we got to make a few mistakes. What was it like that if you want to make some eggs, you got to crack a few. If you got to make an omelet, you got to crack a few eggs, I guess. So that's essentially what I got to do. I don't like the green. I think I overemphasized it, and I'm not quite sure how to fix that. Or maybe if I were to take this and kind of go over it with my brush to kind of knock it down a little bit. Yeah. Like, even though it's in the photo, I don't think it works well with this drawing right now, like where it's at. Like, even though the color is kind of greenish over there, I think it doesn't help. So we gotta kind of sedate it, subdue it a little bit, you know? Is the screen getting lighter? I feel like the screen just got really light. I think it's because it's daytime. I have the computer setting to like lighten up whenever it gets a certain time of the day. So that's what's kind of that's what's happened. Yeah, I don't like how I'm dealing with these eyebrows. I really don't. I feel like I went a little overboard. But what if we do something? Let's try this. Let's see what happens if I blur it. That kind of helps a little bit. Blur it a little bit, and then yeah, maybe I need to start over, or maybe just leave it as is, right? Blur it and then lighten up, like add the highlights or something. I think with the dude, it was a little bit better. Like the dude's ears, I mean, eyebrows are much better. My ears itch. Again, I gotta. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Not at this point. I'll know a little bit later. I'll be like, oh, that's what I was doing wrong. I was just going a little too happy with the whatever you call it. Maybe I made them. Maybe I had too many brush strokes. Maybe I did that. You know, maybe they're too contained inside the parameters of the whatever. Maybe I can stand to blend some of them. Maybe they don't need to be like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much into it. I very well might be. Like, because this is, if you look really far away, you really don't see much, right? Let's see, a really emphasized, zoomed out, a really emphasized highlighted one right here. And maybe that's what I need to do. And there's one that's kind of like that. And there's something that's happening here. And then there's something that's happening here. And I might leave it like that because I'm not getting anywhere. It's not really. And again, it's also getting near the end of the drawing, and when I get near the end of the drawing, I start like getting OCD about things. I just wish I knew what I was doing with the eyebrows. There's some really cool tricks out there, and I just don't know them. And again, with this photo, I don't need to go that detailed. Like I'm trying to add these details that just aren't there, you know? Right? So maybe like I'm content with that side. Yeah. So I'm just stuck and I'll figure it out. Or maybe it looks fine to someone else, but like to me, adding like these strands of hairs just feel really cheesy. It feels really cheesy to me, right? So because it feels cheesy, it looks weird, in my opinion. I think I'm done with the eyebrows. I've kind of, I don't think it's going to get much better. Or if it does, I don't know. I think it looks fine, especially when I zoom out like right now. Like the eyebrows are just enough information, and I don't think I need to add like really bright tones because it's not there. So I think the next thing is to save it right quick. Saving it, and then we're going to block that out, get that out of there, get that out of there. Now, time to what? Yes. What's the dimensions? We're going to go to the image size. Oh no. I added 10 inches. I think it was 14 inches wide. I think it was 14 inches wide by 18 inches tall. I'm gonna go canvas size. And then we're gonna anchor that side. Let's try putting it at 14 and see what happens. Yeah, I think it was at 14. Let's try a canvas size again, just for posterity, and put 15. Yeah, it's 14 by 18. I what happens is I have that on the side there, and I spend such a long time um, drawing it that I forget the actual dimensions of the piece. You know. All right. Now let's save again, and then I don't know. What we could do is play around some bushes. See that uh, purple there? That's where I went and did some corrections because I'm an idiot. I don't know why I do that every time. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I just do it. So I just wanted to see if there was anything that I missed. And what you can do is we can like I don't know what we can do about that. Let's add another layer, and then and I just don't think I needed to be doing much, right? I don't know. What I need to do is I need to find those areas that I kind of uh, there we go. Got to find those areas that I use that purple there. We just got to remove them. So there's okay. They're in the blended. Some of they're blended. So I got to go through all this. Okay, it looks like I put it on that layer. And I'm just gonna get the eraser tool and oh, let's get that. Let's just use the soft eraser. Kind of remove that soft stuff. Again, this is not abnormal for me. I don't know why I do that. I don't have the foresight sometimes. Like, oh, this is gonna be, it'll be fine. We're gonna be fine. Oh, that's why I covered it up. Uh, okay. So I'm gonna erase the purple, and then I gotta erase. The all right. I think that is done there. Now I gotta go to this section. Okay, I did it. Again, silly me. Yeah. All right, I gotta go here. And I gotta unlock this layer, of course. And just remove what I did there. For whatever reason, I thought it'd be necessary to add add that. I don't know why I did that. Okay. So I'm just going around and removing these little small things. Aha. Okay. This layer gotta be unlocked. So I'm assuming it's this. And we're just gonna shrink down some of this blurring. Ah, yeah, flats. Why do I have the... Oh, I don't need... Huh. Oh, well. I think that's as good as I'm going to get with the flats. I think I missed some things. Like there's a small little clipping here. What's this layer is? What is this? I'm gonna delete that. It's invisible. So I'm just going through the layers and just removing small things that I need to kind of get done. I have an hour to work on the background, and I think after that it's gonna be done. But I'm just gonna find... I just gotta find all the okay, so it's there. Ah, it's right here. So we gotta kind of remove that. Okay, what did I do? Yeah, so that's just my bad. My bad. I gotta do it again. I just wanna take it a little slower. You know, I think that's good. I got this darn camera wire in front of my screen. It's bugging me out. There we go. There we go. Boom. So the flat semi-merged is... I don't know why I have that. I think that's not supposed to be there. I think that's supposed to be like in my backup section of my layers. I wish cancel. I wish you could see like me what I'm doing because I have all these layers. Flats demo. What's that? Oh. Flat semi-merged. I got flats demo. I don't know what that. Oh, I was going to use the flats demo for a video that never happened. I was going to give like a demo, like how I blend the flats. That's how long I've been working on this drawing. I gotta pour some coffee. And I can't like pour too fast because it'll just like drip everywhere. So there's that. So that's what that was. I was like, what is a flats demo? Jeez. You know? Okay. I think. That's the one thing about having all these layers. I'm worried that I'm worried that I'm gonna remove something that shouldn't be removed. Okay. I think we're good. You think we're good? Yeah? I think we're good. But I got myself bugging out now because I spent all that. I had this flat semi-merged layer, and I have flats all semi-merged that has extra layers for some odd reason. It has two flat files in there, and I don't want to remove them. So I'm just going to keep them like that. And then, yeah, the flat semi-merged, let's keep those away. That's something. I don't recall. I don't recall that. Gosh darn. I hope I have everything in order. I think I do. Now that's the first layer that put that in the backup. I'm just okay. Now I think it's done. As far as I think I got everything I wanted out of it. Although there's some missing stuff that I'm not noticing. That's what I was covering up. Got like skin clipping. Yeah, that's how micro I went. I did a little shave right there. and it doesn't do anything, in my opinion. Oh, it does a little bit. Just enough for me to be like, hey, yeah, just it does it a little bit, it does a little bit, but before, yeah, so that's it. It is, I think that's that. Now I need to work on the background. I don't know what I want to do. I think I kind of like it as is. You know, this it's been like that for a while now, and it's kind of like accepted that that's what's there. What's this do? Let's see here. What's this do? I don't know. Maybe I just a little bit of this. Maybe make this what if our to I don't know. Just soften it up again. I don't know. Let's find something. Let's find a brush, like a special brush. What's the raw, the rough blocker look like? Yeah, I've been so so like working so hard on the back on the elements in the foreground that the what I do to this is just nothing. Like I don't really feel like it's necessary to do much, you know, but we'll see. Just kind of playing around with a different type of, what's this do? Base builder. Some different brushes here. I'm going to copy that brush, kind of like it, and I'm going to put it in my brush set for now. It's kind of like this, what's Sumi do? What's the mixed brush do? Oh, no, I don't like that. White hairbrush? Nah. What's this do? The coarse dry bristle? What if I do it with this? What's the grungy pencil do? No. Canvas splatter brush. I don't know. Rough texturizer. Nah. Angled synthetic brush. The rough brush again. I think I already did that. Detail pencil basics. Yeah, I don't remember what I've been kind of not really thinking about the I've always liked the rake brush. I've always been a fan of that. I've always liked that rake brush thing. You know. What if I were to do like that happy accident type thing? Yeah, a little bit of rake on top of that. I don't know. Wet acrylic. So basically, I'm just kind of experimenting. I'm gonna slow it down. It has a lot going on in the background right now, but I'm just trying to see what are some good brushes to use, and then we'll just kind of go with it. So I used to do something like that, where I'd take a rake brush and just shift it. Let's just and then you just like what was it? You take that, you just, hey, let's make it glow. You know? It's gonna take some time. What was it? We can take this brush and let's just go ham. Let's go crazy. And then we're gonna go, oh yeah. And then we're just get the eraser and just so I'm trying to create that happy accident effect. I probably went a little bit too. And then yeah, we're gonna do something like that again. Let's try to take that and then I think the eraser that I'm using is a little too big. Yeah, we'll leave some of that there. Take this off. There we go. So we're just kind of leaving some of those like happy accidents on purpose. And then I think we'll go here. And what I need to do is, I don't know. Let's get that and just do that brush again, but only lighter. Maybe have only a little bit of the green showing through. Again, I don't know what's the best way to go about it, right? But I'm just playing with it. And let's try going again, another layer, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll use like a red, like a, see how that works. Something that's kind of adjacent to it. And it's an ugly red. I don't like that red. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. So you got purple, green. I know it's getting kind of boring now because like there's really, it's just now it's just like a playing around with tones thing, and that's not fun. I agree. That is not the funnest. Let's go and erase some of that green there. Yeah. Yeah, it's boring. It is a boring drawing now. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I need to look at it some more. And I think what's happened, like when I've done these backgrounds before, is I have to struggle a little bit to really kind of figure out what I want. And perhaps it needs to be it's there's stuff there that I want to keep, and then there's stuff there that I don't want to keep, and I'm just trying to do it yourself brush. What's that? Oh, what's this? I'm just trying to see some of these brushes, what they kind of do. Brand new chalk. Conceptual. Streaky. Do yourself brush again, I think that's another one. Quick sketch, what's this? Soft eraser, hard eraser. I got texture blender, texture painting. What if I were to like add like a noise brush? Ew. So here we go. This is the worst part of the drawing process. Okay. Synthetic round brush. If I do. So I think some things are working now. I just got to keep fiddling with it. Like, I like the happy mistakes that I did on the top a little bit to some extent. I need to zoom out. Is this the right color? I guess I was so used to the purple, so maybe I might need to just go stick with that purple and just kind of play with it, you know? Hmm. So maybe the lighter areas I could work with the dark some. Oh no, it's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna work on it till 8 and call it a day after that. If it doesn't get any further after 8, then I'm just gonna call it because like it's not gonna get much worse than this. Like the background, and you just gotta play around with it. What if I were to do like that? Like more. I don't really typically use grays, you know, but some that's like purple in nature. Let's get some greens in there again. I like the purple and green combination, I think, because it just works good. And then you just keep playing around with it, and adding tones and pulling it out, and then adding new ones, and just keep. Maybe some will come from it. Maybe we'll do the. Where's that rake comb? I should have copied it, huh? Bleeding watercolor hair, conceptual. Wash, no. Rough ink, fast blocker. Is this the fast blocker? No, rough blocker, fast blocker. What's that look like? Is it kind of similar? It is kind of similar. What about the rough ink? What's that? So I got all these like effects that I don't know what they do. What's the rock detail look like? I mean, what can I do with that? I don't know. What's the utility in having that I don't know. maybe if I could use that like that rock detail to kind of use like a gray. And make it really large. And it kind of creates a weird scuffing effect. You put that underneath there. Erase that. Nope, get out of there. Just erase that. Whoa! It just went through the roof on that one, like, hey! So maybe some of that like rock texture might be something to kind of pursue. What's this rock detail look like? Like it's how can you use that to kind of create this illusion as like it's, I don't know, just playing around with this like a what's this rock detail look like? Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere, but it's fine. This has got to be boring. No joke. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. This is the worst. This is my nightmare. Okay, so some things are working and most are not. Most of it is not working. Something's all going on. So I'm just trying to play around here. So that's kind of cool. I heard something kind of downstairs or heard something, so it's kind of bugging me out. Just gotta It's like, what is that? What was that noise? You know? Yeah, so I was just kind of like playing around. And hope things kind of come through here. I just been losing concentration actually, so there's that. From afar, it doesn't look bad. It looks kind of messy, but it is what it is. I'm trying to go back to my roots of the first like drawings where they were really they had all kinds of things happening in the background, and I was really enjoying that type of spontaneity. What's the speckle do? I can't see. Ah, okay. What's the soft pastel? Watercolor. Smooth conte. And what if I do some layering effects that I normally wouldn't do? You know, so that's what I'm just gonna play around with again. Like darken, what's multiply? Do you want a soft light, hard light? Luminosity tends to gray things out. Right, if you darken it right, and you just go to eraser and pull some of that out. And let's go again. And we're just what if we take that rock effect again and see what that kind of looks. Kind of liked how that messed with the I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Okay. I apologize. This happens to me often actually. I get to the end and I want this like I have a certain like idea of how the background should go, right? And it just doesn't pan out. If that makes any sense. You know? I do like the blue. Like I like how the blue looks. I might do something here. Let's take some of that kind of reminds me of like that those effects from the what's it called? Like oops. What would you call it? Like the effects from like the 90s? Just, you know, stuff like that. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. Perhaps what we can do is we do like that blue rock effect on top. Not like that, but remove that. Make it kind of overlay, make it glow, make it linear dodge. Let's make it glow real quick and see what we can do here. Erase. A few things. Yeah, I don't know. Just like playing around with it, and just I'm trying to force myself out of my comfort zone, and this makes me really ah uncomfortable to do like these. Like I don't know what that is. What is this background? Like what does it mean? Like what's its purpose? Um, so we'll go on top, and then I'll do it like the little ink specks. I like doing the ink specks if I can find it, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I like doing ink specks. There's somewhere here. Somewhere in my queue. Was it this? Aha, there we go. So I'd take like the purple or something like that and do like these. Really, we maybe just do like some. That's actually really large ink specs. It's something like no. Maybe they deserve to be in the background, you know. And then what if you do that again, but only and then make it like, what if you overlaid them or soft light, hard light, what's that do? Darken, clearly it darkens. Lighten, screen, color dodge. Yeah, so I'm just like, this is actually quite new to me, doing like these weird like effects. You know? Yeah. So we'll see, and we can just take the eraser and kind of, nope, that's way too much. We'll go to the next another layer, and then you know, just maybe put some more here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around here, adding like these odd effects in the background. Probably way too many layers, to be quite honest with you. But it is what it is, and I don't know. 30 more minutes. What I like to do is I like to do there's something I tend to do quite a bit. I haven't done in a while, so let's do this. We're gonna get the manga rake, copy it because I tend to use it a lot, and put it in my repertoire, and then we're just gonna do something like that right quick. Yeah, and what happens is the I I what's happening is I've gotten so accustomed, like so specific with my aesthetic that I've kind of locked myself in. I can feel it, you know, and I can feel myself being overly self-conscious of what I'm doing. And I don't know if that's a good thing. It's kind of making me, it's worrying me because like I need to go back to my roots. And I was having much more freedom with the backgrounds when I wasn't kind of hindered by like this a certain type of drawing aesthetic, you know, and which kind of sucks, man. Like I was really enjoying like the freedom that I had, and then I noticed that I started getting blocking myself in with the drawing. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. The drawing aspect, and now here I am. Just kind of being controlled, un unfortunately, by my fears, like my fear of not doing a good background, right? It took me a while. It looks pretty cool. Like you got these weird effects happening. Um, but my fear of doing poor background is kind of caused me to really, really avoid it. Avoid doing a, let's see here. Let's see here, come on. For some odd reason, I'm not able to, there we go. Color select, I was like trying to color select something, and then I was going to do something. Yeah, I'm just, if I don't resolve this, you know, resolve this in 20 minutes, we're done, you know? Just, it's just what it is. It is what it is. I probably did too many happy mistakes. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting, there's some things I really like. I don't know. So I'm just messing with the saturation of this bottom little effect that I did down there. Just wanted to like, just add a little bit of variety, you know, this, why not? Like what's going on there? Why is it like that? Let's see here. Let's see what else I can do. Oh no, it feels like it got out of hand. I might be done. What if I were to, I think, what if I went back down to that layer that's tilted on side and double it? What if I triple it? Triple. Double it, triple it. So it's 3 times, so it makes that like blue effect. If I remove that, double it, kind of like that. I don't know. I think that might be too vivid. Maybe I keep it that way because it makes me uncomfortable. It's that vivid, you know? And we keep that because it's like, that's too strong of a color. Who knows? And basically, all I have is I have a ton of layers for the background. Whoa, wrong button. What if I were to take this and then shrink this and nah. I don't know. I think I'm done. I'm done fiddling with it. I think it's just the right amount of chaos. You know? And it took a while. I don't know. I think I'm done. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think I should do? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm done. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna sign it. Call it a day. Maybe one last thing I could do is on top. Let's make a group. Oops. Rename the layers background, and then we'll go what layer is that? Oh, I don't think that's a layer. I don't think that has anything. Okay. Shift, and then we hold shift and we put it. I'm trying to. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go up, shift. I can't seem to. How do I? How do I do this? I want to. Okay. So why would it allow me to select multiple layers if I can't? Okay. Maybe I have to do this. And then there we go. Aha. That's how you do it. I didn't know how to bunch up these layers into one background. That's how you do it. Did I add some? Okay. I'm going to do the same thing again. Make another group. Nope, not there. Make another group up here. There we go. Grab this and shift. Then we can move the group right here. That clears up some space. So we clear the background, boom. That's the background. There's the foreground. I don't know. You know, sometimes you end up doing too much stuff. right? You end up doing too much. But apparently everyone tends to like it. They're like, this is pretty cool. So I can't be too upset. Like, I think what I was going to do is go on top of this and like add some specks. We're going to go to Inkered. Not splatters. I don't like the splatters. And we're just going to finish it up with, we're going to copy the brush. I'm going to move it down here. And then, maybe that. Let's go to purple. Yeah. And I think there's this. Okay, I want to go to this layer and kind of remove more of this. Uh, you know, I think there's too much of it, in my opinion. Just kind of remove some of it more. And go back on top and I don't know what I'm doing. That's probably too much. And we'll just take this and take this soft eraser. Just kind of mute it a little bit more. All right. Yeah, I think I'm done. It's only 4 more minutes, and let's just call it. Yeah, we're gonna call it. I'm done. I almost like it without anything, like just a white background. But mainly because I spent so long on the drawing that like anything but the best background is not acceptable. So the thing is, I'm doing this background because it makes me incredibly uncomfortable to do. And yeah, I think what I might try doing is actually hand signing it. Let's see. Let's get this layer. And then let's get that. And then we'll just zoom in. I've been playing around with too much with What do I hand sign with? What's a good brush to hand sign with? I have terrible handwriting. What's a 4H look like? Ooh, that looks like nothing. What's a dream brush? Yeah, we could do that. Why not? We'll do a. There we go. That's new. And we'll just move that right there. Yep, that's a new thing to do. What if I locked it and did that per pink? Let's get that brush back on there. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Done. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's do one thing. Try doing this with the what about this? What about this? This is my how OCD. Like, do I do? I think I like the purple. And then normal. Yeah, it's done. All right, I think I'm done today. I don't want to keep working on it. It's like it's one of those things where, oh wow, it's been a day. Uh, I could keep working on it, but I don't think it's going to make it much better. Um, I like the background. It's okay. It's not the greatest. I can find myself. I can see myself locking up mentally, and because I'm locking up, the end outcome of the drawing is not. It's not what I want it to be. Thank you so much, my one viewer. Thank you for watching. Please, please follow me, or just drop on by whenever I'm drawing because I do it every. I'm trying to do it every day, but for the most part, I hit it. I hit the drawing board like 5 days a week. So, anyways, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day. Pearson out.